APC chairman Basi Ejidike speaks on collapsing after losing Anambra election. APC chairman also dispelled the reports that it called for the cancellation of Anambra governorship election. Basil Ejidike, the chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC in Anambra, has denied viral reports that he collapsed after hearing the results of the state's governorship election. The APC chairman, who stated this during a press conference in Oka, said there was no truth in some press statements attributed to the party after the Anambra election. He said there was no truth in some, maybe in some they are right, but um uh in some in some there are no there are maybe there are truth in some of the things, but not all, according to what is making us to believe. He said there has been too much information ascribed to us that is not true. Some people wrote whatever they liked and credited to the party when it didn't come from the party. One of them was the one that said that APC has denounced the exercise and called for cancellation, and the other was that we said we were heading to court to challenge the election. There's another one that said that I collapsed after hearing the results of my ward where they claimed I lost. I want to make it clear that they were false information. None of them emanated from us. The picture saying that I collapsed is false. My polling unit 002 Bridgehead Market Onitsha was won by APC. I had 95% in the unit, and even in my ward. If you look at the picture they are circulating, you will know that it has no resemblance of my person at all. Please disregard the information. APC didn't call for cancellation of Anambra election. Ejidike also denied the claims that APC called for the cancellation of the Anambra election, and it has vowed to challenge the outcome in the courts. The APC chairman, however, noted that even though the statement credited to the party was false, the Anambra election was marred by irregularities, including disenfranchisement of supporters, saying the Bermuda voters accreditation system. He said we cannot start going to court in an election that has not been concluded. We cannot call for the cancellation of an election that was still ongoing. Our party never made the statement and never said those things, so we urge you to disregard them. Whatever that happened on election day with the BVAS was a surprise to us. We are surprised to discover that they did not function appropriately. Voters turned out but ended up not voting. But some people are saying that the INEC is saying that a lot of people did not come out. But you are saying that people really came out, whether in your own polling units, people came out. But according to what is telling us now, that means INEC failed. In my polling unit, it took me 15 minutes to be cleared to cast one vote. I visited Onitsha South not less than 8 times to complain about the BVAS, and I hope that INEC will improve on it. Every day, so improve. We cannot even get anything right, so we will improve. Next time, they will do worse. Next time, they will do worse. We are retrogressing. We are not even moving forward. In Orumba North, the returning officer claimed there was no election, but the electoral officer claimed there was. A committee was set up, but there is no way you can cross-check the results without checking the BVS. The returning officer agreed and collated the results, and you agree with me, the situation is not the best. They cancelled 10,000 votes for APC in Abetete and went ahead to announce the results. In Uke, elections were held in only 6 out of 17 polling units. Many other units in Idemili had not an election, and INEC collated and announced results. The essence of this is to draw all these grey areas to INEC so that justice may be seen to have been done. We have not in any way called for cancellation, but adequate attention should be given to this area to help the people exercise their franchise. Well, according to the report, APC accused ABGA of rigging the election in connivance with corrupt-minded INEC officer, warning that if INEC goes ahead to announce the result, we will definitely challenge the election process in the court of law up to the Supreme Court. God. Of course, the way this man spoke is the usual way of politicians. Even in the obvious evidence, they will tell you, it is not me, it is not so, this and that. When they know they are even failing, they will continue to give their supporters or give themselves false hope. He said they didn't call for the cancellation of the results, but see what he said. Is it not enough to say they should cancel the results according to all the areas that he's been able to point at, all the things, all the bad things that he's been able to point at? Then what is the next thing? You see, they're just trying to call the attention of INEC to this so that they will cease. And they say they went ahead. If you say there was no election in some places, but if you see INEC went ahead to announce the election, so what does that tell one? What does that tell one? Even if you gather the whole of Anambra indigene, they will still refuse to vote APC. People rejected 5,000 naira from APC to vote for them. Then why do you feel they will vote for APC? Story for the girls. We don't believe what this man is saying. Would you have come out to tell you that he collapsed? He will not. He will not. So, I am from Abetete. The APC and APC failed in my town because Ifeanyi Ibezi, who could have remained in Abga, that made him left for APC without giving enough reason for that action. So his teaming supporters and Abetete have supported Abga from Ojuku era, saw no need to follow a party that is not popular in the town, and that was what happened. Ibezi shot himself and APC on their foot. Another reason stems from what happened to Ngige as a governor who was kidnapped by Andy and Chris. Onye Emerime, okay, Sabutwa Ausa Kibu. I sorry, you don't know what you are talking about. Now true say Oshibajo went to distribute money before election. Now the kind person will one lead on a country. That's they will play their record at the end of the day. Their records will be played. Well, this guy is just doing, it's just a face saving. Everything is out there. You can deny for all he care, for all Nigerian cares, but the truth is always there. They are not happy with the election. They believe that the election so far is rigged.